Okay, so we're getting down to the last week or so of NFL preseason, final cuts, final preseason game before the season starts, and teams are trying to, tighten things up in as many areas as they possibly can. So I have a bunch of news for you to share that I want to get out to you that might be significant, especially if you're a fan of whoever. So, and again, this is generally primarily a Bills, Jets, Giants channel, but I talk about all the other teams as well. So if you're a football fan, you just want up to date, accurate content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. It means the world. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible so we can start live streaming and get you involved as part of the conversation. And I want to get that going. Obviously, I'll be updating once the season starts. I'll be updating all the games as well. But a bunch of news. So yesterday, Indianapolis Colts star running back Jonathan Taylor was given permission to seek a trade. He apparently wants out of Indy, and what we're hearing is, the Eagles present themselves as a good fit. They don't have a top number one running back that defenses are worried about. So the rumblings right now are that the Eagles might make a run at him, which would be a good fit. Would be a good offensive weapon for him and them and Jalen Hurts and the rest of their offensive attack there. And but it still remains to be seen. There's some other teams as well. He could replace Zeke in Dallas for all we know. So, and that's thank you. He could replace Zeke in Dallas. He could replace other players somewhere else. But right now, he's been given permission to seek and trade, and seems to be the Eagles presenting themselves as the most logical and ideal fit for him. We'll see what happens there. We will see what happens. The Jets brought in a cornerback. They need defensive back help there, and they brought in Anthony Brown, who's a former Dallas Cowboys starter and draft pick in 2016. They brought him in for a tryout, whatever you want to call it, yesterday, and it seems to have had an effect on the rest of the cornerbacks, helped them step their game up and whatnot. So don't be surprised if the Jets add him as a depth piece too for the cornerback. They need, they spent a lot of time surrounding Aaron Rodgers with weapons. They still need help on the offensive line, so we're hearing some other things too. But Anthony Brown, cornerback, he might be another logical fit. And I don't think the Jets are going to stop adding little pieces until they're really, really confident that they've finished, putting together their puzzle of a team. And which obviously it takes time for any team to add piece here, add piece there, add piece there. There's always a missing piece that, because of injury, we find out is the new missing piece. It could be a linebacker, and then it could be an offensive tackle, and it could be a wide receiver. It could be, we just don't know. So there's so many injuries that happen in football that it's kind of a rotating missing piece thing. But looks like the Jets are still looking to add a corner. They might still be looking to add offensive tackle too. And and there's a former Packer, I forgot his name. There's a former Packer offensive lineman. What's his name? David Bakari. I know they're looking into him as well, and as another offensive piece tackle. Because the fact of the matter is, if you want Aaron Rodgers to be able to hand off to the new running backs, to hand off to the new wide receivers and tight ends in a way that doesn't get them killed, you need as much offensive line protection. I know they're still waiting on Dwayne Brown too, and they need ABT, Elijah Tucker to be healthy, and they need that unit to be functioning cohesively, and they're not there yet. But looks like they're looking to add another offensive tackle and a corner. So that's what the Jets are looking to do right now. And again, the running back seems to be the most significant piece right now, Jonathan Taylor. Where he goes can have a significant impact. We already know that Zeke already signed a deal with the Patriots. So that's what was surprising. But this could be a logical replacement for Zeke in Dallas. They need a top running back. And since Zeke is no longer that option, this guy presents himself as a good weapon for Dak to utilize. So Jets also signed another cornerback too, Nehemiah Shelton. So they're obviously adding to their cornerback corps. I know they've got sauce, but they need more than sauce. Just like the Bills need more than Von Miller and Leonard Floyd, right? Which is why they just added a linebacker. Deshaun White, the Buffalo Bills. They're looking to add. I mean, they're looking to add linebacker, and they're looking to add more offensive line protection too before the season starts. I know they just added a running back, but which doesn't kind of isn't what they're really looking to fill. But another weapon for Josh Allen couldn't hurt. But the Bills are still, they're looking to add particularly linebacker and offensive line. So they just added again. They just added one, and again, they need more than Von Miller. They need more than Leonard Floyd. So this can provide them that opportunity to do that. And again, good so far. These are the little pieces that I wanted to give you here and there. Like the Jets looking to finalize some pieces. The Eagles maybe looking for a number one running back, which they haven't gotten. And Jonathan Taylor presenting himself as a logical fit for them. I don't know how much it's going to cost in a trade, but watch out for the Eagles and Howie and them. These guys can know to be aggressive right when you don't expect it, and boom, they have a number one running back. They are they were in the Super Bowl last year, and they're looking to get over the hump and win it again. And a number one running back could help them do that, just like Saquon Barkley is going to help the Giants do that, just like Dalvin Cook is going to help the Jets do that. So get deeper into their playoff aspirations. So I think Jonathan Taylor could be a good fit for the Eagles. So it's a good fit there. So that's what I got for you right now. Okay, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit kind of everywhere. But it's important to get you this news so you know exactly what's going on. I don't know who your team is. So, but I'm sure we're going to come across news related to your team, right? Whoever that might be. So, I know even wide receiver, Mike Evans from Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Apparently, he wants out. So they're trying to figure out where he might be a fit, if that's actually going to happen. And that one came as a surprise to me. Mike Evans wanting out of Tampa Bay. So, and I know Brady's gone, and some of the other guys are gone, and Gronk, but Mike Evans, he was been their go-to wide receiver for a long time, like 10 years. Him wanting out because of some of the infighting and some of the stuff that's going on comes as a surprise. So if they lose him, a team would benefit picking him up, even as an older veteran. He's still one of the top wide receivers in the game, one of the top. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets got him or somebody like that, or the Eagles or somebody surprising gets Mike Evans. So, but it's really interesting to see right now. These next 2 weeks are going to be very revealing. Whether it be final cuts, who gets cut that we didn't think was going to get cut, what team picks that person up, right? What happens in the final game? Aaron Rodgers is supposed to start the final game for the Jets, final preseason game. So we're going to look at what this offense could actually do to a degree against an opposing defense. So they're playing the Giants, and that'll be an interesting game. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like when Aaron Rodgers lined up there behind an offensive line, which is hopefully healthy enough to protect them and the running backs and everybody else and all the other weapons that they have. So be really fascinating last 2 weeks of football. But that's what I got for you right now. So have a great week, everybody. And I'll talk to y'all next time.